A very beautiful evening from whenever you're watching us from, and it has been the talk of the day today in regards to the former ICC, the International Criminal Court, a case involving the Ocampo Six. One of the Ocampo Six members, radio presenter Joshua Arap Sang, who made today's headline after he went ahead to threaten people that will go ahead to involve him with the 2007 post-election violence. Now, the former ICC suspect Joshua Arap Sang blasted online after threatening to sue critics. The former ICC, the former International Criminal Court (ICC) suspect and ex-radio presenter Joshua Arap Sang has embittered Kenyans after threatening to sue a critic who he claims accused him of participating in the infamous 2007-2008 post-election violence. Sang, who now is the Director, Public Communications at the Office of the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service, Felix Koskei, on Saturday, December 21, took to his X account to slam a critic going by the name Nyamisa Chelagat, promising to drag her to court come January for making unsubstantiated claims against him. Sharing a screenshot of his own warning directed to her via the X platform direct message feature, he wrote, "For others to learn a lesson of wrongly accusing people, this one must meet me in court in January so that she can present the evidence she alleges I participated in the 2007-2008 post-election violence." Now, Chelagat took to her X account to share a private conversation with the former radio presenter, appearing to cavalierly welcome his legal threats and tell him off at the same time. Now, in their brief interaction, Sang tells her, "We meet in court in January. Have all your evidence ready." To which she replied, "Lol, let's meet in ICC. Na usini DM till January, niko sherehe please." Now, the back and forth between the two quickly ignited Kenyans on X, with many expectantly taking Chelagat's sides and others even going a step further and revisiting the bloody 2007 post-election violence skirmishes afresh. Sang, a rare X user, was forced to endure a barrage of attacks from thousands of unimpressed Kenyans, with many calling him out for his idle threats and others even soliciting for evidence to tie Sang to the on-air hate crimes committed during the dark post-election period. Popular ex-personality George T. Diano wrote, "Aren't you the same person who was telling other people to chase away Kikuyus in Rift Valley and kill those who resist? Some of us are Kalejins here, and we know how you influenced the death of innocent women and children. Iyo vitisho baridi peleka Kass FM, you..." Hii jina siwezi taja. Now, Sang was quickly to reply, writing, "I would love to get that audio evidence, then I will present myself to court for prosecution ASAP." As the day progressed, the attacks seemed relentlessly, appearing to fly from all corners and all exclusively directed at Sang. Lawyers as well as former legal professionals who worked with the ICC at the time also took time to express their opinion and slam the former Kass FM presenter. Ex-user Betty said, "I worked with the ICC special reporter at the time, happy to provide acres of documented victim statements collected, including 40,000 reports of sexual assault, 19,000 reports of police shootings, and 180,000 displaced persons over and above your own recordings of your show." Now, human rights activist Anifa Adani joined in too, saying, "Make sure you take her to court, I dare you. Take her to court, you barbaric." Popular lawyer Ndegwa Njiru also chimed in, expressing full legal support for Chelagat, writing, Nyamisa Chela, I have instructions from the Mount Kenya Jurist Association to inform you that our members shall, on pro bono basis, defend you against the ICC indictee Joshua Arap Sang should he make good on his threats. DM all the correspondences. On his part, activist Shad Halif said, also this is now in the best place and time to bring all the radio recordings by Joshua Sang from Kass FM before the 2007-2008 post-election violence. Kwanza, if you can access them, bring out all recordings of this guy saying Madoa Doa etc. in that morning show. Someone else added, you are doing the same thing that took you to the ICC, intimidating, threatening, and inciting. Where utarudi ICC? Now, according to the Committee to Protect Journalists, CPJ, an international organization, Joshua Arap Sang was the then head of the college in language radio station Kass FM in Rift Valley, Western Kenya, where he presented a morning show called Lene Emet, What is the World Saying? According to the ICC, Sang was a prominent supporter of the opposition party under Raila Amolo Odinga and used his station to collect supporters and provide signals to members of the plan on when and where to attack. Speaking to the Daily Nation on December 16, 2010, Sang said he was surprised to be included among the suspects. As a matter of fact, I went on air to request my listeners to be calm and embrace peace during the time when violence had engulfed the country, Sang told the paper. But in April 2016, the International Criminal Court dropped the charges against the then Deputy President William Ruto and Joshua Arap Sang. The Hague-based court's judges Chile Ebo Osuji, Olga Herrera Carbushia, and Robert Fremmer ruled that Mr. Ruto and Mr. Sang had no case to answer. The judges cited political interferences as one of the reasons for vacating the charges. Among other reasons that the case was never moved forward is because many people that had presented themselves as witnesses against Joshua Arap Sang and the then Deputy President William Ruto started disappearing, and many witnesses feared for their life and didn't avail themselves to present their statement against the accused. Now, these has triggered a very different conversation. Now, the appointment of Joshua Arap Sang as the communication director, as the director of communication in the office of the chief of staff and head of public service at State House, has drawn public criticism from Antonies all over the country and people all over the country. Many saying is because Ruto and Sang were of the same cocoon that was accused in the post-election violence of the year 2007 and 2008. And when you look at it, even when these cases were dismissed or ruled out in the ICC, the both of them were ruled out at the same time, which brings up and begs the question, why, how, or on what basis did Arap Sang win this nomination to become the Director of Public Communication at the office of the Chief of Staff and the Head of Public Service, Felix Koskei, at the State House? Now, because Sang's prior participation in the International Criminal Court ICC proceedings alongside Ruto, this appointment has generated criticism. The position has been held by Arap Sang since he was appointed on August 10th of last year. Now, former radio host Joshua Arap Sang was charged with inciting violence in Kenya during the 2007-2008 post-election violence period by utilizing his platform. He was charged with crimes against humanity before the ICC, together with Enrique Gay, William Ruto. However, insufficient evidence led to the case's termination in the year 2016. I want you to listen clearly to lawyer Ndegwa Njiru. Ndegwa Njiru has emphasized how ironic it is that Sang, who was before charged with the instigating violence, still plays a major position in government public relations. And I quote him, Joshua Arap Sang, once accused of inciting slaughter, is now the Director of Public Communication in the Office of the Chief of Staff, appointed by President William Ruto. He is co-accused from the ICC trials. Now, when Lawyer Ndegwa Njiru revealed this information, the public and political analysts had differing opinions. Given his history with the ICC, some regarded it as a contentious move, while others consider it as evidence of Sang's tenacity and capacity to overcome obstacles. A lot has been said. All I had is your opinion in regards to these happenings. Leave your comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Tell me what you think about Sang threatening this lady and telling her that, you know what, January tunapatana kotini. Achia maoni yako kwenye comment section.